Hey there, boys and girls, I'm Banjo, and welcome to Draw with Banjo! If you don't know who I am, that's okay, because I know you. And by the way, you smell different when you're awake. A few years ago, I actually hosted a YouTube channel called Banjo Dude Guy, where I used to post a lot of things like game reviews and silly let's plays and things like that. However, I did a couple of videos called Draw with Banjo that I had done, where I drew a couple of things like a Mario that I used an amiibo as a reference, and Cloud from Final Fantasy VII that I used a image from Google to do. And they weren't great. They weren't great. Why would you want me to draw Cloud Strife of everyone when I drew Mario, who's one of the most basic character designs ever, and it was actually a rather decent photo, but I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't all that bad. Well, now I'm back, and I've created a whole new channel, and I'm happy to say that my artistic skills have not improved at all. Lately, I've been finding myself craving creativity, you know, and I just wanted to get back into it and do some drawing, do some art, make videos, and just be creative again. So what we're going to be doing on this channel is we're going to be basically learning how to improve our skills, practicing, if you will, using my expansive how to draw book library that I've accumulated over these many years. So today we'll be taking our very first look at How to Draw Cute Woodland Friends by Angela Nguyen. I really hope I pronounced that last name right. Now, inside this book, there are a ton of different things to draw, like a ton. There's so many different things, and although simple as they are, I'm, like I said, I'm very new, fresh to drawing. I haven't done it in so long. Not only that, I'm going to be drawing using my digital tablet. I will be drawing using Clip Studio Paint Pro. And I'm still kind of unfamiliar with the software. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play around with it, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, to make things a little less biased on my drawing, I went ahead and I got an app that is a wheel. And inside, I have added every single type of drawing tutorial that is in this book onto this wheel. So we're going to spin the wheel and see what we're going to draw. So yeah, without further ado, let's spin the wheel. All right, looks like we landed on cat people. So let's go ahead and head on over to our book and let's find the page Cat People. I was going to actually post the image of the tutorial on the book so those of you at home could follow along, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure I can do that in regards to copyright laws. So I'm just going to put up the final image on the screen, and we're going to see how close and accurate I can get. To make things a little bit more interesting, I've decided to add a 20-minute timer and see just how far I can go in the drawing in 20 minutes and see how accurate I can get and see how easy it is to follow along. So let's move on over to the tablet. All right, here we are. We are on the tablet here, and we are using Clip Studio Paint Pro, like I had mentioned earlier. Now, I'm still kind of getting familiar with this software and figuring out exactly how to do everything, so it might take me a little bit of time to find the right tool and stuff like that, but that's the whole interesting aspect of putting a 20-minute timer on there. So without further ado, I guess let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. There we go, and let's just jump right on into this. So I believe I have my pen tool and everything set according, so here we go. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be fun. So what we're drawing today is the cat person. We are using the tutorial in here to see how well I can follow along. And it should be interesting to see just how well this turns out. So yeah, life has been kind of crazy. You know, I really missed using my my old channel and stuff. I had a huge amount of fun, you know, working on that channel and doing all sorts of silly things like the crazy little game reviews and stuff that I had done. And I don't know, I just due to life, you know, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, and a lot of you out there can relate that life sometimes it gets in the way. It just does, you know, circumstances and everything kind of change, and it's just sometimes it's just hard to do certain things. You know, you got life just coming at you in all different angles and constantly moving around and doing sorts of stuff, you know, like you get busy with work and with things like family and whatnot. So like over the course of the time, a lot of stuff has actually happened with me. So, and we'll get more into that as videos and stuff progress for anybody that's actually interested in my personal life. But it's, I don't know, it just gets to a point where things kind of drag, you know, like it's the same thing day in and day out. You're doing the same thing over and over and whatnot, and it just gets to be a bit much. You're working constantly, you know, you go to work and then you get out of work and you go home and you eat and you relax and you don't, you know, you just don't really feel like you have the time and the energy to really do anything. And before you know it, the night's over and you're in bed going to sleep to wake up and do it all again the next day. And you know, sometimes it gets to be a bit of a drag, and a bit of a hassle. Is this the right? No, that's a new roster layer. That's a vector layer. Where's the new layer? Am I flipped a layer below, or is this it? Is it just roster layer? Oh, okay. I guess that's the thing. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this layer, if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, that's just to rename it. Well, actually, let's go ahead and rename that and name it. Let's name it outline. You know, it's just our basic generic outline, and then here we will change this to line art, and we'll use that after we're done creating our base rough draft of an outline here. So this is the first step that it has given me here to do this, and I mean it looks fairly close, let's just say that. Maybe I can kind of fix it a little bit in line art. I don't really feel like spending a whole lot of time on just the outline, so let's go ahead and finish this outline with what they've given me here. So it shows that there's like a little bib here. Man, that just looks, yeah. Yeah, anyway, let's continue on. Let's do the hair. It's like a little bit of a swishy doohickey thing going on here, and then it kind of rounds a little bit, and then it dipples on down. Out there, and then this kind of swings up here, and then we got to do the dippy hair. Yeah, there we go. And then it's got like little wavy hair here. Oh man, and then that just kind of comes down over here, and then we'll go from the other side here, and we'll oh man, that's a pretty thick line. That's fine. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay, so that kind of swings down here, and then it kind of drops down and then angles up to hit the side of the face right there, so the hair kind of dibbles over. Now this is a cat person, so it stands to reason that they have little cat ears on the top of their head. Because, I mean, how else would they hear? Yeah, they need their ears. Man, this commentary is riveting. So here we go. We gotta add a few lines here for the outfit that they seem to be wearing here. Some little paw lines for the hands and some. Oh, that's supposed to be like. It's gotta be down here like that. There we go. And then it's got like little paw lines on the foot there. And then it's got a line here for the pants or shorts. I guess it depends on however you want to look at it. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with chibis, you know. And then a couple of striped lines on the tail, and it looks like that is our sketch, our initial outline. So let's go ahead and head over to our line art, and we'll get rid of that. And for our pen tool, I guess we'll keep the same there. I just want, oh, there we go. Okay, color. All right, we'll go there. Actually enjoy the pastel colors. These things are huge. Why are they so big? Can I change that? Can I make these different? Oh, I don't know. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. But we're just gonna go ahead and go back here. We're gonna go back to the default color set until I can kind of figure out how to maneuver all these colors and stuff on here. So now that I've got that, there's officially 13 minutes on the clock. So, verify. Okay, I am on the line art line. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's actually zoom in a little bit on this guy to make hopefully drawing this a little bit easier. Actually, I'm going to go back in here, go to the outline one, and drop the opacity. What this does is it, as you can see, it makes it more transparent, makes the whole layer transparent. So that's the whole point of the opacity meter on there. I knew that from past software, so it makes it a little bit easier to kind of trace over. There we go. Wrong one. So, all right. So let's see how well this is going to turn out. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Undo that. Oh gosh. Here we go. And then two, just like that. And then I'm kind of doing things a little out of order, if you will, and that's only because I'm trying to make sure I don't have to erase too much. Only because I'm not the greatest at erasing. I always end up erasing lines that I actually really need or like. So I want to try to draw these in a way that they're not overlapping so much. Less need for that tool. So there we go. And the drawing tablet actually has a drawing pressure on it. So as you can see, some of my lines are getting thick and some of them are thin, and that's only because that's the amount of pressure that I'm putting down on the tablet with the pen, and I'm trying to be as consistent as I can, but sometimes it makes things a little on the difficult side when you're just kind of going about it, you know. There we go. All right. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It's turning out. So I don't have a whole lot of time to spend on this if I'm going to stick to this 20-minute schedule. Oh my gosh, that thing's eye is huge. All right. So and then this one had a bit of a slant, and then the mouth, I'm going to fix that a little bit. There we go. And then, yeah, look at that. It's actually looking kind of cute. All right, and then we'll bring that down and we'll swoop that up. And there's our head so far. That's not too bad, and we're only halfway through. Oh gosh, we're halfway through. I haven't even started. I'm not even close to coloring this thing. Okay, so all right, let's go with the arm here, and then go. All right, and then the suggestive looking accent to the shirt. I know it's supposed to be a collar, but you know, it's not the greatest, but it'll do. And then we'll draw a line here, fingers here. It's not turning out too bad. Give him his little ball fist. And arm, here we go. We're gonna give him a little thumbs up. Yeah, they're digging it. All right, cool. So let's work on the foot now. Let's see if I can kind of fix this a little bit. I'm just throwing that right on up in there, and then we'll bring the other foot down here, swoop it around, and bring it up. There we go. Add our little paw lines on the feet and pant leg. All right, and then we'll add another pant leg here and draw the toes. Now the only thing that's left to do is the tail. Let's go. Yeah, man, no, I'm gonna have to redo that one. I was not very happy with the way that one turned out, so let's go ahead and try. Ah, there we go. That's way better. All right, cool. So we'll draw the lines for the tail. Okay, there we go. And that should do it for our line art. I think we're good on that. I'm going to add a couple more details here that I just noticed. Here we go. Add a little bit of extra lines to give the pants a little bit more definition. I think I actually forgot the shirt sleeve on this side. There we go. Okay, looking handsome. Now, let's see what I can do as far as coloring goes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create another layer. Now, one of the things that I had actually discovered about Clip Studio Paint, and that's whether or not I can actually replicate it, because I've only managed to do it once, but I've noticed that layers are kind of connected. They're a little different. So even though I'm going to be drawing on this layer, which I'm going to name, if I can, there we go. All right, I'm going to name it color. And okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start paint filling in this based on the colors and trying to get as close to the colors that are in this book. So we're going to go to the fill line here. I'm going to put this layer away. Go to the fill tool. Now, the fill tool should have some sort of, oh, here we go. Settings, here we go. So refer only to editing layer. Okay, refer other layers. I'm pretty sure what these do, refer other layers allows you to paint on all layers. Refer only to editing layer allows you to paint on your, I don't know. Let's find out, actually. Let's go to our color wheel, because one of the interesting features about this is that you can, let's see, you can paint bucket in from one layer, and it will use the lines of the layer from the other layers as reference to create that fill area. So let's see. Nope. Okay. So that's okay. We're going to undo that, and we're going to see what that other setting is. We're going to go to refer other layers and see if that does it. There we go. Okay, so what I got to do is actually I'm going to undo that real quick, because I need to go to my layer settings here, and this layer just needs to disappear and needs to not be a thing anymore, because that's going to be added into the referencing all layers, and we don't really need that. So we're going to go ahead and fill in what we can here with the skin color. That's looking pretty nice. And then up here we have, oh, that's fill. There we go. Let's go back to the colors. And for the ears and the tail, we're going to go a little bit on the tabby side. We're going to give him some orange ears and an orange tail. That's looking pretty nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the color again to like a light blue. Let's go with a light blue. Let's let's fill in the shirt there. Can't forget the sleeves, gonna need those, all right. And this is calling for a bit of an orangish color here for the collar, kind of like the ears, but maybe a little on the different side. So we're just gonna go with that. That looks pretty decent. And then for the hair, we're gonna go with I'm gonna go ahead and say like a pink kind of color. I think that'll work pretty good. There we go. That's looking pretty nice so far. And then for the pants, we're just gonna go with this color, this red color. And we're gonna go ahead and fill that in just like that. Okay. Now a couple other things that I realized that I forgot to add here. I mean, this is a cat person after all. So let's go back to the line art and then go back to the pen tool, and then we'll go back to black here because there's a couple of details we forgot to add in. One very specific one being whiskers. So let's go ahead and add some whiskers to this adorable little face. I don't want to make them too big. That's looking pretty good. Oh, it's adorable. And now we just got to add a little bit of stuff to the ear here. So nothing major, just a couple of lines in here to make it look like the ears are kind of doing their thing. I don't know, that looks a little weird. Is that just me? Should they be angled the other way? Let's try the other way. Let's see if that works. Okay, and yeah, all right, that looks a lot better. So it looks like this is, well, this should be our final product. And look at that, there is still 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the timer. That's not bad, actually. So in the comparison, I would say that I did too bad. That was pretty good. All right, well, there you have it. Cat people, our very first tutorial that we have done through the book called How to Draw Cute Woodland Friends by Angela Nguyen. I don't know why I attempted to say that last name again. I'm still not confident that I pronounced that correctly. Now, I say this is the first video tutorial that we followed along using this book because I actually plan on doing a few more drawings out of this and recording along and making more videos. After I've done a few videos and I feel like I know what this book has to offer, I will be going into a bit of a review and explaining as to whether or not this book is worth looking at, getting it in the store or picking up a digital copy or something, you know, like just see how easy it is for beginners. And so far I'm really enjoying this book, so I guess we'll see after I've done a few of them if that's still the case. But thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out with me today. It is very much appreciated. I absolutely loved making this video. It was super fun. If you guys enjoyed it, why don't you leave a like, maybe even subscribe to the channel if you want to stick around and see more videos. That would be super awesome. And I know that you probably hate hearing that from like every single channel, but it really does help out channels, especially new channels. It gets our name out there, it gets the word around, and it allows other people to chime in and see what this channel is all about. So thank you very, very much for just, you know, spending your time and giving your time here. Well, that'll do it for this video today. So again, thank you so much. It was an absolute blast, and I really appreciate you coming along and following me along on this journey. So until next time, remember to always be weird, be unique, and stay creative.